internet, and I'm not into that, and that's the disconnect. Comparing me to these rappers is disrespect. Who's the best MC? Cole, Kendrick, and me?
Hey, Kinfolk, you gonna play with my squad, huh? Use a sorry ass piece of nothing ass nigga. You hear me?
Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you ride designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Yo, she could come around but can't stick around. That's how I tease her. Been having my weight since a little. I ain't never been no pleaser. Always gonna crush these souls when they realize I don't need them. I don't give a fuck how close we is. You cross the line, I'm squeezing. Every day the same routine, same ain't no new team. Never ever had hoop dreams, but I'm ballin' like I want a ring. Demon time over everything. You don't know how much it really means. Struggle took a toll on me. Oh, had to come and intervene. But I'm keys to that Bentley. I'm tryna drive it around. I think I'm driving it gently. Now I'm speeding through the town. I can't even put my phone down. Tryna show the world how it sound. Around and make the wrong turn. We don't even wanna turn around. Lately I've been thinking, what would I be if I ain't take a risk? Struggle, I hated it at the time, but it's the reason I'm rich. Never see me knocking nobody. I know how hard it can get. Respect whoever on they. Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you ride designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. I don't do but I've been off them all week. Tryna take this far as I can, I want it all on sleep. Might just put a 40 ball in my mouth, cause I know my talk ain't cheap. Soon as you start running up money, they could tell cause it reeks. Oh boy, it's so much to see. Gotta learn to keep your balance. Going to sleep on silk sheets, but it used to be a pallet. Fell in love with shopping, I'm getting a grip of it, I don't need no stylist. Walking on mall, spin a bag on anything if it got me smiling. I'm on every L that I ever took, I promise. Flashing with a system, man, I don't look, that's how I'm coming. Can't wait to touch a meal like I ain't got no food inside my tummy. Been had a vision, seen it vividly before it got sunny. You could tell I'm committed, this get hard and I get it, but long as you stay authentic, you'll be destined to win it. I recreated my image, this was earned, never given. Gon' be that way till it's finished. Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you ride designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now Jackson steps away. And right away, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On the move to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 46 yards. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum. But you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Addison will go in motion left. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 8. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts them down in the minds of
to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. A swing pass here to Edwards. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They go play action now. Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he's got it to about the 40. This a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Vikings 40-yard line. Hey, Ozzy, shut up. Hey, middle. Hey.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Cousins, and the throw here caught by Addison. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Cousins. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Cousins.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's Madison running on first down.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Cousins now. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit longer to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
Another carry now for Madison. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 22. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Kevin O'Connell has a play call ready. His guys going for it on 4th.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
2nd and 10.
Throwing, Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Return it. Return it.
On third down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 36 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5.
Abort! Abort!
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything to hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Here's Jackson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 63 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making a punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Bulldozes past him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They go play action with Jackson. It's Edwards again. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Play action. It's Jackson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hey, come on.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Go ahead.
Final play of the half, Cousins. And he'll be brought down, looks like right at the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 to score as we resume action on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves it with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
The slot man in motion right. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Good route here.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Going to run with Madison again. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. First down, here's Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Addison will go in motion left.
Here's Madison running left. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead is now 14-10.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And quickly they get to the line. Here's Jackson to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson dancing to his left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right.
Boy, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And some room to... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, 65 yards. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Cousins will try and throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson now. Dumps it off to Edwards. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They go play action now. Jackson looking deep downfield.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Jefferson going to go in motion right.
Here's a give to Madison running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On third down, they run with Madison. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 48. What's that?
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down. Throwing is Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets his down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Jefferson going to go in motion right.
Now a give to Madison. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. There's Addison. Touchdown.
Hey, man, this is over, bro. It's over, bro. It's the wrap, bro.
Last time I shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me,